Just as art reflects life, the Galveston Art League has helped shape the island's culture for 100 years, with a story as rich in history as Galveston itself. At the start of the 20th century, Galveston, Texas was a thriving city with one of the largest ports in the country and a banking center so prosperous it was known as the Wall Street of the Southwest. Home to several respected artists, the island was considered a model of cultured society until September 8th and the Great Storm of 1900. Despite catastrophic devastation, the people of Galveston were determined to rebuild. In 1914, 7 influential women were selected by a group of their peers to formally organize the Galveston Art League and revive art in the community.
So much of our art was lost in the 1900 storm, so this was still a commitment not only to recover the art, but also to make it available to people so they could learn about art and how important art is.
The League will foster worthwhile art in the schools and homes of the city, solicit the cooperation of public and private groups in the support of art, encourage the artists of the city and state, and hold exhibitions.
Organizing exhibitions defined much of the Galveston Art League's earliest years, but without a permanent home of its own, it needed to partner with a center of culture in the community, and so began a decades-long relationship with the Rosenberg Library.
That association has included Art League-related exhibits at the library. There's been a long tradition of that. We've also partnered with the Art League on the prestigious McGivney Award.
Galveston was a significant port of arrival for thousands of immigrants in the early 1900s. The League's commitment to presenting lectures and exhibiting the work of artists from around the world complemented the city's cultural diversity.
There were lots of reasons for people who not only came here, but who stayed. And what did their arts and their culture bring to this community? And how did that impact us? And I think it enriched everything about this island.
The growth of the Galveston Art League is of vital importance to the city, and every member of the community should be interested in the work and achievements of the League.
By the 1940s, coverage of the Galveston Art League's activities and design competitions moved off the society page and gained recognition as community news.
The motivating principle of the Galveston Art League has not been art for a few, but art for all.
The League's prominence grew through relationships it built with other influential organizations. A speaker series was begun with physicians and other health professionals from the University of Texas Medical Branch that explored the relationship between arts and medicine. Dr. Chauncey Leake, UTMB's noted executive vice president and dean, even joined the Art League as an active member.
We speak of the science and the art of medicine. The surgeon who rebuilds the soldier blasted on the field of battle is a great sculptor.
True to its founding constitution, the Art League cultivated knowledge of art through education, and in the 1950s sponsored a course in the basic principles of graphic representation at Ball High School through the University of Houston. In the decades that followed, the League's membership evolved from primarily advocates of the arts to professional and emerging artists, and its commitment to education took on a new significance.
There are workshops that the Art League sponsors on pricing and framing and how to show your work.
They will help you to improve and get better and learn more.
We have a place where we belong.
As the League's impact on nurturing local artists grew, so did Galveston's art community. And in 2008, the Galveston Art League's long-held goal of a permanent gallery was achieved when it purchased the space it had been leasing on Post Office Street, just 8 months before Hurricane Ike.
I had an individual who rode out the storm across the street tell me that the water rushed in and the artwork washed out. The board and the membership, they were ready to go forward at that very moment, and we got a better gallery than what we had had before.
Reminiscent of the Great Storm of 1900, art played an important role in Galveston's recovery from Ike. But this time, in addition to restoring its culture, art had a direct impact on reviving the city's economy.
this island survives, and part of its survival, is being an artistic community.
Located in the heart of the city's cultural arts district, the Galveston Art League's renovated gallery proudly exhibits the work of its member artists and juried shows open to the public.
This is as far as I'm concerned, the ideal way of having people see what kind of art you do and see what your ideas are.
100 years since it began, the Galveston Art League continues to enrich the community's appreciation for art as a valuable contributor to the city's culture and economy.